And I know it's fire, right? It's totally fire.
Yeah.
It's such a good song, and I want one of those bags so badly, but I just can't pick a color because they're all so cool.
I know. And shout out to our boy Travis. He is at TFX right now. And his booth looks amazing on the screen. Like when you're on. Oh my God, when we weren't live, your internet was so much better. We went live and like
Oh no.
your beautiful face
Is it gone
got What's up, Heidi? What's going on?
Hi.
Slater, you boss. That was an amazing performance the other day on Outside the Box show. We talked about it with Jeremy. I don't know if we got to talk about it with you, but that was awesome. That was so much fun to watch.
So where'd you come up with the idea?
What, the head-to-head thing?
Yeah.
I would love to give you a really like cool answer to that. I'd love to.
There's not one.
There's not one.
But I can't.
Oh man.
Jon and I were basically talking about we've like every like show in the sphere aside from ours has some kind of element of a game show going on or a quiz or a interactive thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And is my Wi-Fi that bad?
Dude, it was perfect when we were offline, and now that we're like live, I don't. Now you have flashes of your beautiful face, but
well, hang on. It might be the camera. I don't know. The internet's fine. Yeah, there's a story behind that as well. So one of Savon's shows well over a year ago now. Give credit to Grant.
There he is. What's up, Vindicate?
So they were talking about potentially getting Taylor on for a workout thing, and I said, call it Kill Taylor, and have people on the show, you know, chatting shit at him, and that was in the chat. And then 2 weeks later, they went live with Kill Taylor, and
gave you no credit.
No, but but it's one of those things where it was probably another idea it's the same idea, but other people had it, and it was just concurrently came up with it. But that's the running sort of thing that Jon was on about. Yeah, actually, Jon is right. Giving credit to Grant, he. All right, okay. Here's the truth.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
this is what I want to hear.
This is what I thought too.
Jon, can I give the truth? I don't want
actual truth.
The actual truth. Can I give the full truth?
Ooh, baby, we might need a box with 5 people.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
We have one.
Yep. Go ahead.
We have one.
Go ahead. Tell the story.
Oh,
sorry.
nope. Jon said no.
I'm not allowed.
Oh, man.
All right.
Damn it.
All right. Fine. Well, it's a cool idea. It was really cool.
Yeah. All right. I won't tell the story. I'll let Jon decide when he's on. But yeah, Grant wanted to go ahead. Oh yes, tell it. Okay.
Okay. What?
What is happening?
Oh, that must have been no for Jeremy's question before.
Oh,
right. So I can't remember what it was, but Jeremy had like said something that annoyed Grant for some reason, and we had also come up with this idea that we wanted a game show sort of thing. But we didn't have an idea yet. And hang on, he needs to just get a little close to the camera. Am I too close to the camera? Is he being sarcastic?
Yeah, he's being. But no, you're fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Maybe that's why your face is pixelated.
Shall I go back here?
It's fine. Do whatever you want to do. Go.
And yeah, so Jeremy had said something to annoy Grant in a however annoyed Grant can get kind of way. And Grant said, I've got I've got a workout that I've already done 4 times, and I know that I'm really good at it. And I really want to beat Jeremy at it because I know I'll beat him.
Oh,
So it was engineered to perfection so that Grant could beat Jeremy, and it was the only workout that Grant thought he could beat Jeremy at,
and he still messed it up.
and he still fucked it up.
We were talking about that, and then the part where he is like, no, I need a couple of weeks before I can come back on and whatever. But it was amazing. It was so good. That was really funny. And
Yeah.
Jeremy didn't really blink an eye. That was the best part. Jeremy was just like, whatever. And he was like that after Slater too. He was just like,
Yeah,
that was cool. Whatever.
Jeremy's all right.
So what else? Where are you at? You're Liverpool, you're coaching, you got athletes.
Yeah, I've got two athletes competing in weightlifting in Liverpool, which you just said. So we've had to get a ferry across from the Isle of Man, which is where we're all living, and only 3 hours. Then we're just in Liverpool city centre tonight. So they weigh in tomorrow morning at 9, and then compete, and then we get the ferry back tomorrow. So that should be quite fun. One of the lads he's been lifting for about a year now, and he's on the British weightlifting pathway. So he's,
oh shit! Hold on. Here we go. Heidi, no, we didn't block anybody. I don't know how you usually see all the comments. I don't know.
Hi, Trev.
What's up, guys?
Dude, what's
See if
going
I can
on,
get this
man?
Right. Turn your fucking camera, as Caleb would say.
Right.
What's going on?
How are you?
Good. Good. Just chilling at TFX. Hopefully you can hear me. It's loud as hell in here.
We can hear you.
We can hear you fine.
I'm literally right across from the main floor, so it's a little loud.
We can see your booth on the
So-
stream.
There's the floor back there.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it looks good. It looks like there's a lot of people.
I'm right
Oh,
there.
there it is.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
And Colton's been
I don't
hanging
know how
out
to
with
flip the
you.
camera around. I'm old.
Colton's been hanging out with you at the booth.
They are back at the house right now because Allie's competing. She is crushing it.
Yeah.
She was in top 10 this morning. I haven't seen the standings to see where she's at right now, but she was really happy with the first workout. So hopefully she's just chipping away.
We're gonna go back and watch the next one. I know that they're going on right now. Like, did they start the second one for the night?
The men, I think
men
are
have started.
still going. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
men
men
are
have
still
started.
going.
Yep.
And then she'll go. So what time is it? Yeah, she's probably got an hour right around there. So they've just been going. The house is only 10 minutes away. So they just go back to the house and chill out.
Oh, that's cool.
Travis, are you
Yeah.
close? Do you live close to there? Or
7
was it long?
hours. So
Oh, okay.
relative to JR's, yes, very close.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nice because I was able to get up on Thursday and just drive here and get everything set up, and it started Friday.
And Colton's
So,
been
yeah.
doing meet and greets, right? Have you done one? Have you done a couple?
We just did one this morning. It was just kind of a last minute deal. The Border Patrol booth is right across from mine, so they're right there.
Oh, that's cool.
And they were doing a community workout in the morning, so they were like, "Well, just have Colton join in and then do the meet and greet right after."
Well, I saw your video this morning, your story with them doing the workout.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was gonna message you and talk shit and be like, why weren't you Colton's partner?
Oh,
Like,
hell no. Hell no. No, it's funny. Like, I'm literally here just selling stuff and standing here all day. But like, the end of the day, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
It's just, you're standing on the concrete floor for 12 hours. But, and yelling at people because it's so damn loud.
Yeah. For sure.
But
for sure.
it's fun. It's a fun time. We got a little bit of, whoa, is that me? Who
No,
is that?
that's Jake. What are you doing over there, Jake?
There you can kind of see where everything's at.
That's cool. That's awesome, dude.
Everything's set up. Got some people shopping, so it's good. It's
That's
fun
all that
time.
matters. Yeah.
Yep,
All
yep,
that
yep.
matters. So
We got a bunch of just one quick, and then we'll easy to get in and out. Wait, hold on. Joseph Ramirez, Vindicate. I just pre-ordered the new NorCal CEO shirt.
Let's go.
oh, yeah, wait, you
so
did
we
just drop
did.
that. Let me see.
I talked to Sarah at California Peptides. We were talking about doing shirts, and she wanted to have some there. And then I asked Sevon, how many do we need? And he said, well, is it a cool design? I was like, I haven't done the design yet. Because we were just going to do the CA Peptides logo. And then when he said cool design, I'm like, crap. So I'm literally, last night when they were doing the show, I'm sitting on the couch doing the design and sent it to them, and they liked it. So we're doing it as a pre-order, but I'm not guaranteeing they're going to ship on time for the event. It's just a matter, if you want one, you can get one. Because of the timing with Syndicate, I'm going to be gone for 5 days, so we'll just see what happens. If I can get them out, I will.
That's awesome.
But I knew if I made them and those guys had them, people would be like, well, how do I get one?
Yeah.
So they are available.
Well, because you like to do that to us, Trev. You like
I
to
know.
give us some stuff. We all order the stuff, and then it's the day after we order the stuff, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna drop something else." And I'm
Right.
like,
I know. I'm not very good at timing it. It's just like design happens, drop it, cool.
No, I mean, you should do that, because that's how you keep business going. It's like,
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
this, and then you sneak peek something else and whatever. So absolutely, you got to keep doing that.
What I do.
Jeremy World, don't judge us, Trav.
Sorry.
All right,
So
man.
judgy. Cool.
Have a great time. Thank you for popping on with us. We're gonna
You
get
bet.
you back on the show, hopefully before or after Syndicate. Love to
Cool,
chat
yeah.
with you about it.
Definitely after.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Kind of recap how all that goes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
We'll definitely do that. So
Cool.
have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys. See ya.
All right, bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Aw, he came to hang out. I was hoping to catch him quick.
For fuck's sake.
What did you do, bro?
I'm trying to fucking sort this shit out. Really annoying me. Now I can't do anything.
Wait, what did Jeremy said, I told Grant he should have showed up as his alter ego and he would have maybe had a chance. What a dunce.
Some other people said that too.
Is this any better than the other
Yeah,
one?
that's better.
This
Way
is
better.
Good. Yes, this is good.
Right. Hang on. There's you. Hang on.
Oh,
It'll
Lord.
go on forever.
That's
Hang
why
on.
we were echoing.
Yeah. Let me just.
Only one Wi-Fi in the Isle of Man. He's not in the Isle of Man.
Not in the fucking Isle of Man. Cross shit. Fucking cross shit.
Jake, why are you so
off.
flustered, Megan Monaco? You look like all of us every time any one of us does this. This is what we look like.
But I had really good Wi-Fi a minute ago.
You did.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Can I just go on the other one and log out and come back in?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want.
All right. See you in a minute.
Okay, bye. Oh, it's good times.
That's why he's struggling, because he's in the big city now.
Fuck off.
All right, there we go.
All right, let's go. We're back. It's fine. It's the same. No biggie. No worries.
All right.
We did an hour and a half with Jeremy Oz with the same type of Wi-Fi, so it's all good.
No, Jeremy's was way worse. Tell the truth. Jeremy's was way worse. He would start to talk, and then the Wi-Fi or the video would start to glitch, and he's still talking, but he's not moving, and then he would try to fix it.
It was amazing.
It was just a mess.
It was awesome.
It was
If I
so
just
good.
sit like this.
Yeah, you're good. You're fine. It's fine, dude.
Okay. All right then.
So what are you doing? You're coaching. You were coaching. You got.
Yeah, a young lad. He's on the British weightlifting pathway, junior pathway. So he's doing really well, coming on nicely. So that's good. But yeah, and then a lady in the Masters division, Cara, she's doing really well as well. So it's her first comp actually. So she's a little bit nervous, but we're there. All good.
Well, I saw your I'm just trying to find it to show it, but I can't find it. I saw your video that you made. You met Greg Glassman. And then you did a whole video on it of you coaching, you talking about coaching and whatever. And I thought that was really cool. So first off, do you only coach strongmen now? Or do you still coach
No.
CrossFit?
Yeah, CrossFit. Yeah.
Oh,
just
okay.
CrossFit. Yeah, and weightlifting. So
Okay.
CrossFit, weightlifting, and powerlifting. Yeah. But no, so I had no idea that I would be speaking to Glassman. We didn't even know he was going.
Hmm.
And I got there on the Friday afternoon, was doing some videoing, and then on Friday night, Daniel Chaffee, he announced to all the volunteers in the evening that Glassman would be coming along tomorrow. I was like, wow, I get to see Glassman, and I might be able to, like, get
Get a
some on
picture.
video.
Yeah. Shake his hand, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. And then in the morning, I was at the hotel with Daniel. He brought me to the throwdown, walking around videoing, and at 9:45 in the morning, he said to me, I've got you 15 minutes with Greg in 45 minutes.
Oh,
and
shoot.
I was like, fuck. Like, I am not prepared for this.
Prepared at all.
Fucking hell. So the first thing I did, I was just like, I went off into a corner and sat down, got my phone out, and was writing questions and like notes on what I wanted to talk to him about. And when you have all these things that you said you talk to someone about, all these thoughts, and I've coached nearly 20,000 hours of CrossFit classes. I know CrossFit, and my mind just went fucking blank.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck do I talk to him about? I don't know what to talk to Greg Glassman about. Anything that I tell him, he would have heard a million times before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so I was thinking a little bit outside the box. So I thought about stuff that we'd talked about, but also homeschooling, Metfix, things that aren't just, so how do you feel about CrossFit? And I asked him a few things. And what I did, I was able to talk to him about projects in the UK and Europe that he probably wouldn't have known about, and just to let him know that what's going on, what we've been able to highlight so far, what the point of the show, because he knew from the show from Savon. So Savon had told him favorite sex position. I mean, he's probably
you see what you've done to my wife now, right? Like, she pulls these comments up. It's not even me pulling the comments up. This is what's happened with the group chat. Like, Excellent. This is what you've done. Thank you.
I have found some really good ones that I've sent to you guys lately.
Yeah. There's some good ones coming through now. Good.
Okay, good. Sorry.
So yeah, it got to I got on to be able to talk a lot, and as I was talking to him, the barrier went down. The sort of the nerve came down, and as soon as I felt that happen, it was like, I can talk to him all day now. Like, I've got stuff to talk to him, because he's very good at just getting an idea and running with it and talking about it. CrossFit. He's got 9 kids, so
yeah,
probably quite good at it. But yeah, so we got talking, and it was 39 minutes that I've got a video interview of 39 minutes just talking with Greg in a small room. But again, it's on my spare iPhone, which I had on me that I was videoing. I had no idea. I didn't have a microphone. I've got no mic. I haven't got any of that kit. I didn't realize I'd be doing it. So I got the best of what I could, and what I've done, there's these sort of 3 to 7 minute questions and answering back and forwards. There's probably about 5 or 6 of them that I'm keen to chop up and to edit and to make the most out of, and put videos over the top from the event, which I did on that one, and also stuff that he's referring to, like Annie Sakamoto, who he talked about as being one of the only trainers that is also an insanely good athlete. And coach.
And coach.
Yeah. Sorry, sorry, I meant coach when I said trainer. But again, I've given no thought about editing. Like, I didn't expect to edit videos anytime soon. So that was as soon as I got back on like Monday, Tuesday time. I've got a funny story about the plane, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But as soon as I got back, I was like, right, how do I edit fucking videos? I've got no idea. So I had to research how to fucking edit videos, and made the most of what I could with. But it took me a few days to do a 4-minute
great
video.
It's great. Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a great video
Thank you. Yeah.
for you
So-
to be able to
That's cool.
figure it out.
Did you like the first 5 minutes of talking to him? Did you just like start sweating immediately? Because that's
Yeah.
what happened the first time we ever talked to fucking Bill Grundler, and like
Yeah.
you just start sweating immediately.
Yeah.
laughing a lot,
Yeah.
looking around a lot, getting flushed, all that shit.
And then by the end of it, like Ord and Heidi think it's fucking hilarious for some reason. He stood up, we've shaken hands, and he hugged me, but I am not. I don't hug. Like my wife probably gets a hug once a year, if that.
You hugged Greg Glassman, didn't you?
Well, he went in up here because I'm quite a bit taller than him, so I went underneath.
Both hands. Both hands.
Yeah, and I've gone like that, and I've like bear hugged him. You
made him feel safe.
It's on camera. Yes.
You made him feel safe.
I knew you were a two-hand hugger,
Yeah.
Jake. I knew you were.
But yeah, my wife saw it and she's like, "How come you hugged him?" And I was like, "It's Greg Glassman."
Well, she's gonna want some more hugs now.
And you don't come across as the type of person that you get very starry-eyed for very many people. So I'm sure it was a new experience for you too. As we talked to Jeremy about the other day, men also have feelings. So like, I get.
Jake's like, Jeremy has feelings. Not all men have feelings.
Like, I usually go the other way. I've got this chip on my shoulder about famous people. So whenever I see a famous person, I'm like, no, fuck you, I'm not talking to you. Like, and then I walk away, or I won't. I'll purposefully. I don't know what it is. It's just this reaction thing that I get. It's like, no, fuck you. I'm not giving you what you want, because all you want is attention, because that's all famous people need, you know.
Right.
In my head, but Greg is like, well, Daniel called him Santa Claus. He said Santa Claus is coming tomorrow.
Oh boy.
And that's how he introduced it. Before he said Greg, and he said that, and then when I was meeting him, I was like, "Fuck yeah, it is like Santa Claus." And by the way, Daniel is Rudolph. I've been thinking about where Daniel fits into all of this, and he's Rudolph, because he is going to be leading the charge that Greg sort of came up with. He's at the front line with his red nose. He hasn't actually got a red nose, but he's the light guiding the charge at the front of it all. What a man Daniel is. Like, just if you could clone him and have 10 of him, like, CrossFit would be saved.
Oh my god. Well, there's a lot of that going on. Well, who put it? Did Dents put it up? Somebody did. Rich Froning Sr. He said something about, don't worry, like CrossFit's gonna be okay, or it's gonna be in good hands and whatever, and everybody was all
what does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, so I'm going with the assumption that whoever they want to buy it is buying it, and Rich is gonna run the shit.
Probably.
I'm going with that.
Probably.
So, CrossFit, you were on a roll, bro. Greg Glassman wanted uppies from your hug. That's amazing. All right, so let's get into it. We did the CrossFit thing.
Hold on. I wanted to ask, because you did say that, I think it was in like the caption or part of the video or whatever, this idea that they tell you not to meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Because if you meet your heroes, you're going to be disappointed by that. Is this the first time that in your life that you've met a hero, or have you had that? Oh, so you've never had an experience like that before, but what have you like seen other people have bad experiences with meeting their heroes? Like, where did that come from?
There's an old quip or a saying that I've heard a lot in my 40 years is never meet your heroes, because there'll always be a disappointment. They'll always have their flaws. They won't be this ideal. It's like people buying their childhood favorite car when they're older. They get in it and they're disappointed because it's a bit of shit. But in their mind, this Lamborghini Countach from the 80s was like the best car in the world, and it was this car. And then they get in one and they can't drive it because it's a heap of shit. Meeting your heroes is always going to be disappointing because you've always put them on this pedestal. You've always had them as this pariah, and if you meet them and then you see really that they are just human, and a little bit of what they've done is what you admire. It's not the whole person necessarily. But yeah, I haven't really had heroes, to be honest, for whatever reason, whether it's ego or whatever. But the
Heidi, Jake doesn't.
I don't know why. I don't know where that's come from, but I don't really have heroes as such. However, the work that Greg has done has formed the last 13 years of my life. Every single day of the last 13 years has been revolving around the thing that he came up with. And then the last year or so, when he's been going on Savon's
the Wednesday shows. Yep.
I tune in every single week for them. And so far, Greg hasn't said a single thing that either hasn't made sense, hasn't been true. His opinion was always informative and is able to be changed based on data and knowledge. So it's not dogma, it's not set in stone. And then I got to witness him as a human for 6 hours, because the second part of that story is I rushed to get all the questions written down, and at 10:30 he then had to go into a meeting for an hour, so I didn't see him at 10:30. Then after that, he had to do the opening ceremony that Daniel roped him into in the middle, and then he walked around meeting the community, the helpers, the volunteers, and it got to 3:30 before I actually sat down with him. But in that time, I had an opportunity to refine the questions, but also, more importantly, I got to witness him meeting all those people and seeing every single one look at him like a fucking god. But the humility and how humble he was, he genuinely gave a shit. He wanted to talk to the people. And I got this bit on video, couple of bits that I got on video, because I was just basically standing 10 meters behind him and just following. I just followed him for like the best part of 5 hours. And there's a couple of things, and one that really stood out was he was walking around with Daniel and someone else, and Daniel and the other person got chatting to another third party, and Greg was just sort of stood there, not involved. And he turned around and he saw this young dad sort of struggling, sat down to feed his baby a bottle of milk and to get stuff out of the bag. Greg just walked over, helped him get the shit out of the bag, and was talking about feeding the kids, and then didn't say who he was, and then he just walked back. And it was like, you're Greg fucking Glassman. He's a real human, but he genuinely gives a shit. And every person that he met, he gave a shit. It mattered to him, and he was in the moment at all times, and he cared.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful to see, because it was incredible. And so when I sat down with him, I had 6 hours of seeing this incredible human genuinely giving a shit about people. So the whole conversation that we had was redirected towards just him as a person and his opinions on stuff, rather than CrossFit. It was I asked him about homeschooling, I asked him about his relationship, I asked him about his growing up, I asked him about his thoughts, and the question that I did on the video the other day was one that I knew that I'd already had conversations with other people about, was about, like we talked about, I keep calling it the coach athlete conundrum. Can an elite athlete, as in top of their game, as in number one or number two of all time, can they ever become one of the best coaches in their sport? And I asked him, his first question was that I asked him was, what can the tip of the spear offer the affiliates? So is there still value? Is there still purpose behind it? And I left it in on purpose. He just went silent for about 20 seconds. He was sat there thinking and thinking and thinking about his answer. And just at the point I was going to say a second thing, he then answered, and he went down the route that I wanted to bring up next, but he had obviously gauged where the conversation was going to go about athletes and coaches. But somehow, I don't know how the fuck he did it, but he knew the path that would take. He thought in chess mode, like
Mhm.
and he cracked the algorithm. So he
Fergie, sorry, 220 million can make you magnanimous. Yeah, but the fun thing about it for me is he does still care. Like, even though he's out and he doesn't want it back and he's not going to buy it back, like, he does still care about the people that are doing CrossFit and the coaches that are teaching it and the level ones and stuff like that, which is cool.
Yeah, and also,
come on, Jan, just come on the show, dude. What are you doing? Why are you waiting?
The thing is, my experience with him completely marries up with everything everyone has ever said about him positively since 2003. Like, it's not since CrossFit was a big thing or anything like that. But yeah. So, but
and you're a stalker.
Yeah, and I don't give a shit. I'm a stalker, man. With a lot of video evidence. But again, Maggie was there, his wife, and I think 5 or 6 of their kids were there. She was breastfeeding, just sat down, didn't give a shit, walking around with all 5 or 6 kids on tow, taking them to the drinks thing, taking them, they're like little games like air hockey, like on a table tennis, a soccer ball net thing where you have to get, like, she was just mum mode. And then switch with I hung with her for about an hour just chatting, and just she's fucking awesome as well. And we were talking about like having kids and what it's, motherhood and diet, and we were talking about little things like nutrition during pregnancy and stuff. Like, she was talking about like breastfeeding and the quality of milk and stuff. It was just normal stuff, not their private jet or the amount of money, but
their houses or whatever.
Well, he wasn't. He's only been like a multi-millionaire for what, 5 years? It's not like he, you know what I mean? I don't think and he didn't get multi-millions of dollars at 18.
No,
it's, you know what I mean? So I think he probably would still just be himself, but just himself having $220 million and being on a yacht. Like, but he's still him.
And also, I try to put my bias aside here. I do enjoy the sport, and what the weekend did for me was it went so far as to repair the connection in my mind between the sport and the affiliates. So I'm not going to say that I'm a huge fan of the sport again yet, but it did go some far looking at the volunteers, and they had 360 volunteers and kit people that are members at CrossFit Louvre. They're all there from Daniel's box. They all admire him, and they're all there together having the best fun. Like, and the organization was cool, and they are there for the community, but also because they accept the fact that the sports people are still part of our community, whether we see them every day or not. We have to, and this is something that I'm trying to get my head around. We have to meet the sport halfway, in so much as we can't expect the athletes to want to come back to the community without us actually embracing them still. We can't just
welcoming them.
Yeah. So we need to be able to do that. And bear that in mind when I say this. What was nice, and this is something Fergie's just said about doesn't care about the sports side of fitness, sports side of business. It was true. I have got so much footage of the athletes racing on, in their lanes, and Greg back to them talking to the helpers, the kit staff, asking them where they're from, holding kids and taking photos with people, going out into the warm-up area and talking to the people that are doing the signage. Like he all he wanted to do there was just to see the staff and the community, that the sport itself, once it was in the ring posts of the arena, it wasn't his area of expertise anymore. He didn't know how to get involved with it. And it was lovely, because there's always going to be people that want to do the sport and be involved in the sport and run the lanes and be involved with it and love the fitness side of it and the racing and the lights and the cameras. There'll always be people that want to do that bit, but we need the people that are going to nurture and look after the community and keep them going. You need that. And personally, I think that CrossFit HQ have struggled with that. That's the thing they've struggled with, whether to focus too much on the sport or too much on the community. They seem to not be able to juggle that too well at the moment. That would be my observations from HQ as well. But I met Jada Coons as well.
Oh, is he cool?
He's got fucking massive arms. His guns are fucking massive.
Don't worry, CrossFit. I'm gonna let Seema derail it in a second with one of her comments, but I'm gonna let him finish his heartfelt statement. Massive. Oh, okay, good. Seema, what's up? What is that?
Those are balls.
Are they actual real balls? Is that what those? They can't be man balls. Is that man balls?
I hope not.
That can't. Oh my
Mine
God.
don't look like that.
Jake, how does it feel to be the beef in this lesbian sandwich? 2 girls, 1 cuck.
Love it. Love that. That's actually quite clever for you.
We'll have to we have to ask your advice, because something happened the other day. Kyle, I actually got hit on, like blatantly hit on for the first time since we've been married. Like blatantly. It wasn't.
That is not true. You get hit on all the time.
No, I know.
By a man or a woman?
Noticed it.
Woman.
Okay.
You noticed it this time.
She was in my face and winked at me while she looked me dead in my eyeballs and was like, "I'll see you later." And hit on by what? A girl, a good-looking girl that works for the EMTs. She was on an ambulance crew. And I was so taken aback that I was scared. I was like, "Oh my God, is my wife here? My wife's not here. She's always here. Why is she not here?" And so I like ran home and told Colleen immediately, because because everybody in the deli saw it, like all the women that I work with, and they're like teasing me afterwards.
Right.
So, and since you're the most handsome man in CrossFit media, when you get hit on, Dick Butter, what's up? I'm still waiting for that to happen. No, she wasn't a gym teacher, CrossFit. Stop. No. She was an EMT. And she had like tattoos and stuff. It was like the girly version of me.
Okay. And
I was so do you do go home and tell your wife immediately, right? Like that's what you do?
If a girl ever hit on me, they never do, I would ring my wife and tell her, and I'd be really happy. I'd go, guess what happened? And another person likes me. Please be jealous.
Yeah, right.
Please care. And the thing is, my wife wouldn't give a flying fuck. She'd probably say, good. I don't know.
That's what Colleen said. I was all proud of myself when I got home, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to be in trouble. So I said it immediately.
Yeah.
And she was like,
yeah.
And I was like, but
like, it happens all the time. The same way that I don't realize it. Like, it happens to her all the time.
I am completely
in front of me.
Me too. I am
in front of me. The difference is that when I get hit on, I don't get hit on in front of her. She always gets hit on in front of me.
Oh
So-
shit, Heidi, fuck no, and Joseph, you take that shit to the grave.
Thing is, but I think there's an element of it. My wife might be inclined to say, "Are you sure she wasn't just being nice?"
Ouch, that stings.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess it's a little bit different because you're same-sex couple.
Well, she gets hit on by men all the time. Haley would laugh at me. I watch as like the dudes when they walk in the store and they see her standing in the store and they give her that, they look her up and down and then go after they go back up, they look right at her chest and not her like face. And I see that shit all the time. I laugh.
Can we
'Cause
talk about that?
Sure. Yeah. What would you
'Cause
like
that's quite hard not to do.
for me?
Yeah, weren't you the one that told us you do like the Terminator scan or whatever? Was it you? Who was it?
No, that wasn't me.
Okay,
Someone said it,
Someone said it
yeah.
on here. They do like and they can't help themselves. Like, oh, Chase said it.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever
Yeah.
man or woman, he just has to like check the whole thing out
So-
and then keep it going.
I've trained myself in this. So, and I know this won't sound very straight, but I'm more concerned with male bodies than I am female bodies.
Yeah, that sounds gay as fuck. What does that
Yeah.
mean?
So if I went into the gym and there was a scantily clad lady and a scantily clad man working out, I would watch the man working out and look at his body every time. I wouldn't.
Is that because you're comparing?
Potentially, yeah. Although I think I don't know if that's just conditioning, where over the years of working in gyms for however fucking long, you do not fucking stare at a woman in the gym ever. You don't. So it's almost like I've trained myself to not look at women in the gym. But yeah, I think there's an element of comparison as well.
But this is a good question, Heidi. But Jake, would that be different if you were single? And it doesn't have to be in the gym, right? Because the gym is your workplace. You don't want to be a creeper in your workplace. But if you're walking around outside on the boardwalk or at the park or whatever that you have on the Isle of Man, you're not scanning like chicks and Lululemons and whatnot.
No, I don't like it. I don't know. I don't know what, like, I don't have that, like, I tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is, right? I don't know if you obviously do have this in the US, right?
Staring at, yeah. How'd you
You
get your
know-
wife, dude? Like, did you stare at you? Like, when I saw Colleen, the first thing I noticed was her butt. Like, I legit tell this story all the time. I almost fell out the chair trying to watch her walk out of the house because her butt was amazing in jeans. So,
But
did you not do?
Yeah, and I still do that with Katie. Like,
Right.
I'm obsessed.
Yes.
Yeah, like, you know those memes what you get where like the woman comes out of the shower and the guy's just like waiting there or like staring.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is genuinely like that. Like, I'm fucking obsessed and I can't get enough. And we've been married 10 years in November, so it's going fairly
Congrats.
strong.
Yeah, congrats.
But
Jeremy, I'm not like you.
Jeremy has an amazing butt, by the way. Your show has proven it twice already.
yeah,
I've said that before, though.
it's perky.
It is.
But so what my point was going to be was there's
Yes, I actually did play that. Wait, Megan? Where's Megan? Yeah, I did sing that fucking song because I had to drive home the next day, and that
Genuine.
was on my playlist.
Genuine.
Yeah.
Genuine, yep.
Shit, I got caught. Fuck. Okay, sorry.
There are a lot of creepy men around that wolf whistle. That over here you get like they make noise,
stare right at your face.
weird noises. They can't help themselves. it's like, "Wee," and like stag parties, and there's lads, and it's all about women and tits, and it's like, and I went to an all boys school from the age of 11 to 18. There were no girls around. I fortunately found girls outside of school, so that was okay. But I think I was majorly put off being that way from a young age because I knew it was fucking like shit. I didn't like it from a young age. Like all that thing, lads and we're women tits.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. So anything that came anywhere near that kind of behavior, I kind of hate. I didn't want to come across that way. So I've never been that way inclined. I've always been a little bit more like reserved. So
did you always want to just be? We'll see. Well, now here we're going down this rabbit hole.
That's all right. Ask.
Whatever. Did you always just want to be in love and be with one person, or did you have your Playboy days? I mean, I know you've done glory holes and things like that, but like you said it. You said it.
I haven't. I never said that.
They were explaining what a glory hole was to me in that episode.
Oh, I don't know. I thought
I also thought.
I thought I heard that he said men will stick their dick in anything, and so I was just like, okay. I just assumed no. No one night stands.
I've never ever engaged in a glory hole.
One night stand.
Yeah, I've never been in a strip club either.
Oh shit.
Don't know why. Just hasn't happened. What were we talking about?
No, did you always just want to be in love, or did you actually have like a Playboy stage? Oh, here we go. That smile.
Every time he smiles, I'm like, you have to tell the story now.
No, you have to remember, I'm 40, so, and I met Katie when I was in my mid-20s. I've never, like, my mum and dad are still married. They're coming up to their 43 years they've been married. Wow. So they're as strong as ever. Like, it's only ever been them. They met when they were 16, and they're forever. So that's the foundation that I'm building off here. I've got them as a thing. So I knew one day that would be the case, but I didn't. It wasn't like the first girl I meet I'm going to marry and ever like anything like that. I knew it would come along one day, but I wasn't in a rush. And then I was training. How old would I have been? 25. Training at a gym that also it was the English Institute of Sport, and Katie was training for the Olympics, and she was in the gym. And fucking hell. Saw her, and I was just like, right, here we go. And then
he was staring in that gym.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, the gym I wasn't worthy of going to. But the sorry, I just saw Bernie's comment, and he's absolutely right.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Bernie and what's up, dude? Oh, thank you for the podcast. I'm gonna watch that probably later tonight and catch up. It's commendable that Jake doesn't publicly go on about ladies and their attributes. Civilized. He restricts himself to dudes and hogs for the internet audience.
That's good. Do you know what I said to? Do you know who was it I said to the other day? Oh, we were talking about one of Ord's ex-boyfriends. I think have I told you about one of Ord's ex-boyfriends?
No.
Okay, his nickname is the Pringle Can.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we were talking about that in our WhatsApp chat, and I said to Jeremy that it would be pretty cool to have a chat to him and to just feel it. I just sort of want to just see how weighty it is and just like squeeze it a little just to see how it feels.
No.
But nothing sexual.
Touching it and feeling it and squeezing it a little bit, I feel like is sexual. Like that's not.
In my head, it isn't. Like like a texture thing. Like you just like there's a bottle and you just want to give it a squeeze.
Do you know what this is called, right? This is called white boy fun. Because only that's what in the culture, that's what it's called. This is called white boy fun. Only white boys do this. This is amazing. Now I'm starting to believe that it's real. At first I thought it was just a myth, but now I believe that it's real.
Well, me and Jon grew up in Britain where our rugby and football teams, it's just that's the games, and like we have like communal baths and shit. So you get to know each other quite well. But yeah. I wouldn't dream of doing that to a fanny, to a woman. I wouldn't say, do you know what? I'd like to just squeeze the lips together and just see how it feels. It just, I think it's a comparison thing. I don't know.
What's the deal with the Lululemons or the the leggings women wear to go do yoga or whatever, and you asked me about this the other day, like see the lips through the what did you say that was called? What is that called?
Camel
What did I
toe.
say?
Yeah,
It's camel toe.
it's camel toe, but you had something else, like it's an Audi, an
like
innie
the
or an
innie
Audi
or an Audi that
situation.
someone was talking about do you have an innie or an Audi, and it wasn't about your belly button.
Yeah. And I was like, do we have that? I've never even thought of that. But then I don't wear leggings, so I could care less.
Are we talking about a certain part of the anatomy?
Yes. But it's
the devil's button, or are we just on about all of it?
I think all of it, right?
All of it.
Yeah, all of it.
Right.
The devil's button. What the fuck? Okay.
It's wonderful. The devil's button is wonderful.
I've heard.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. Okay, that's what I'm gonna call it from now on.
Don't say it out loud because the baby will repeat it.
I know.
Don't say it.
Oh my god, jeez.
Then I need a minute.
Here's a question then. Here's a question for you, Garrett, while Colleen's laughing. You know when female bodybuilders take a lot of testosterone and anabolics?
I do. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, you get the
micro penis.
Yeah, the button becomes more of a joystick.
Yes.
Does that?
We do not enjoy that. If you're asking,
no, why? I don't get. Is that? We've all got nipples.
Yeah.
Is the clitoris the female penis?
I thought it was just a clump of cells that feel really good when you.
That's what a penis is as well.
Oh, but I mean, yours. I don't know. I always just thought, even with the whole trans thing and making your clitoris bigger to resemble a penis, it's never.
No.
That to me was just no. No.
Okay.
It was there. Heidi's right. The Lord invented it, and it is perfect the way that it is. And I don't think you should no, Jake. No, Jake. The penis is the male clitoris.
Cool.
But
I've got a giant clitoris there.
You have yeah, but your clitoris has a function. Ours is just pleasure. A function of it is pleasure. That's it. Yours does work. It makes babies and shit. And ours is just to make us feel good. That's the only reason.
Do you know what? That is a great question. That's a great point. That is literally the only reason it's there.
Yeah, that's why. And yeah, I agree. The Lord invented it. It's supposed to be there. It's beautiful. It does its job.
The reason it's there is so that the female wants to have sex. Otherwise, there's no reason you'd ever want to do anything.
That's the foreplay.
Yeah. Because that's the only reason it's there, to encourage women to actually let men near them.
Yeah, good point. You gotta scratch this itch I got. I got an itch.
Yeah.
scratch it.
Never scratch it.
If I didn't have an itch, yeah. And most women can't like orgasm just from penetration.
No,
Or at least,
apparently not.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, but that
Interesting.
helps. Get that going
Yeah.
first, and then it's all good.
Yeah.
Oh
dear.
I was gonna go. Where
Can we
is
talk about Heidi's comment?
which one? Oh, this bottom one.
Yeah.
I had sex for many years without having an orgasm, so it's not necessary per se. Yeah, but did you enjoy that? That's like running a marathon and having no finish line. Don't you need a finish line for it to be fun?
Like running on a treadmill.
I'm asking serious. Like I don't.
There might be deeper connotations to that quote.
I know.
We'll see.
I'm kind of like, did you just enjoy did you enjoy it? That would be absolutely no fun for me whatsoever. Oh, that's you.
That was a coin stuck to my elbow.
CrossFit, I don't know what that is either. When people can't see other people's comments, I've done the thing where I click and go all comments.
Yeah.
But there are sometimes still that I think there are some comments because when I go back and I'll watch live chats, YouTube pulls off. So if you type anything that says like pussy or like any of those words, if you try to go back to the live chat to watch it, YouTube won't let it pop up. I've definitely seen that before.
Yeah, I keep having conversations with people because have you ever had it where you comment something and then about 10 lines down, someone basically rewords what you've said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen it.
It happens all the fucking time, and I just want everyone to know about the all messages thing because I'm convinced it's that they've got top messages on rather than
YouTube blocks them. Yeah, that's what I think. I think after the show's over and you publish the show, if there's anything like Joseph, I don't think you'll be able to see this if you go back and watch the show. Oops. I don't think you'll be able to see that. I'm talking about when you go back and rewatch the live comments. You won't be able to see this. You'll just see me pulling it up on the screen. It won't be in the comments.
I had a thing on Instagram. I tried writing a comment and it said that I wasn't allowed to write it because it was offensive. Because it was offensive or something. Yeah.
Oh.
Damn. Yeah. I thought you could write it, but they just hid it and it's in the hidden comments part of it. That's what I thought.
But even some of the hidden comments I read, I'm like, why is this hidden? You know what I mean?
Ice is coming for me now. We won't let him come to our house. You'll be fine. Stay over here.
So,
wait, I had another question about Heidi's thing. If Heidi didn't know what she didn't know, I lost where that comment went. But did you already know how to? Had you already found the devil's button?
The button.
Because I found the button.
Oh wait, we can call it the D.
The D.
The what?
The D.
D.
We got our own D.
Yeah. Here we go.
So I found the D. No, that doesn't sound right. That makes it sound like I was like found some dude somewhere. I can't do all that. That's not
the devil's press.
The devil's press. Yeah.
Here he is.
What up?
Oh, good. Oh, the man in the canoe. That too. All right, fine. That's fine too. I like that. So I found the man in the canoe fairly early, I think. So I would if I already knew that was a possible feeling, then I knew later on when I wanted to have sex, like that is the feeling that I was trying to get to. So, babe, I know you found the devil's press later on.
I did.
Later than I did.
I did.
Because I had to like help you figure that out.
I figured it out. And you didn't know I figured it out.
I introduced you to the shower head, which was an amazing thing.
You did.
So when did dudes do this? You guys find it early, right?
Do you know what? Have we said hello to Jan yet? Hello, Jan.
Hey, Jan.
I haven't been listening for the last few minutes, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's lying.
All right. So I was thinking about this the other day, and I've got no idea. So it'll revert back in a minute. How the fuck did the first loaf of bread get made? Right. So there's so many different things that have to go into it. It's just a matter of time before, all the right ingredients came to what it is. I don't know. I was never taught. I didn't see porn, and like I don't know how I had my first wank, and I can't remember doing it. But obviously, at some point, it happened. But and no, I didn't know what to do. Like no
I
one
thought
had
your
taught-
uncle taught you that.
Yeah.
You've said that in the comments before, have you not?
No, that was oral only. But like, how it's just. It's
Oh, I like
weird.
whitewater rafting.
I mean, kind of, if you really want it. A little bit. That's great. Yeah.
But it's
Oh, is
like
this-
one
is this-
day it's just one day waking up and speaking French.
So this is it? You're just talking on all the time, and then all of a sudden you tug the wrong, and it feels insane. That's
That
how
is
it
what
works?
happened.
But do
I
you
mean, that's-
know, but
But if you figure it out early, then that's what your target feeling is, right? Like, doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
If you've never found it, and then you go have sex with somebody, and you just think, oh, that's just how it's supposed to feel if you don't orgasm,
but
then you.
so having a wank is very different from having sex. And I don't remember, genuinely, I don't remember sex education. I don't remember ever getting taught. It might be because it was a little while ago now, but it definitely happened eventually. And I can't remember how it first happened.
Wait, your orgasm feels different from you just having a wank to
yeah.
having.
Yeah.
Is it more intense?
Yeah.
What's the difference? Is it just the wank is just stress relief, but the
I
sex
don't
with
feel
the-
shame. I don't feel shame after sex.
not the way you do it?
Yeah. But see, when I'm in Starbucks toilets having a coffee and a wank, I feel a lot of shame.
Oh my god! And it's over. And
Okay, I have to go to the bathroom.
so now-
not to do that, to actually go to the bathroom.
So now I have to ask you about like the sock thing. Is the sock thing immediately you learn how to do
I've
that?
never
or-
used. I've never
No.
used a sock. That's disgusting.
No, I've never used any of my own socks to do that.
So that's a lie. Men don't do.
No,
the
people
sock
do
thing?
that.
Oh, okay.
No, people do that.
Yeah.
So you just is the movies thing with the whole like tissues next to you and shit. Is that real?
So two things with that. One, there's a thing called a posh wank, where you have a wank with a condom on.
A condom on, yeah.
That's called a posh, and because it's quite sophisticated. And then what was the other thing you said? Oh, yeah. And then we discovered. I'm pretty sure it was on here. Me and Jon were talking about the foreskin thing. So I've never understood, and I asked Savon about it. Only dents. Only dents. Fuck me, he was messaging me earlier. He beat Hiller in a workout. Fuck.
Oh shit!
Oh, jeez.
God.
He's on cloud 9. Wait, how did we go from talking about masturbation to Grant? I don't feel good about this. Go
No.
back to the.
Yeah.
Go back to the.
Can't remember what we're talking about.
You were talking about a posh
You're
wank.
talking about the foreskin.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
fair.
it. I growing up, obviously in 40-Year-Old Virgin and TV shows and all that kind of shit. The guy, American Pie, the guy will sit down and there'll be a bottle of like moisturizer or a lotion or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just sort of went along with that. Okay, it must be something they're into or it's American thing. I don't know. But Jon informed me that it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a foreskin thing.
It's a foreskin thing. Like I've never done that because I've got a foreskin. Apparently, if you don't have one, that's what you do.
Oh.
So yeah, that's quite a specific thing for people without a foreskin.
Mhm.
My mind has just exploded.
Hmm.
I probably shouldn't have said it that way, but it's
You
fine.
should not. You should not.
Shit. I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I forgot how to do this. But oh, that was bad too.
That was so bad.
God damn it.
That was so bad.
Shit.
Anything else, honey?
Nope, I'm good. Take it away, Jan. Take it away. And on that note, you want to play this reel?
Wait, I gotta. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, have you got some of our from our
Yeah,
chat?
of course.
Oh, before you pull that up, fucking hell. I nearly died laughing at Kermit the Frog videos last night.
Someone else said that. Isn't Jeremy into Kermit porn or something like that? He said, yeah, I think.
Cool.
No, I have this one, Jake, because you laughed at me hysterically when I played this one.
Oh, yeah.
This is absolutely my algorithm now. Thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
good.
Appreciate you.
Good.
Go and play the bananas in the pajamas one.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hold on, real quick. I want to play this one because I think this.
I can't see anything.
It says, I'm glad you didn't get wiped off your mom's back. You're actually a really good friend.
That's good. I like that. Good.
You got to tell me, Jan, is this a recent one? Because we have so many in here. Like, it's insane.
Maybe not. I'll find it.
Okay.
I'll send you it.
That's fine.
Doo-doo-doo.
But yeah, you did this one. This one I definitely. Oh shoot! All right. This one
It's been removed from Instagram.
Of course it has.
What? Which one?
The bananas and pajamas.
You kidding?
It's been removed.
What was wrong with that one?
Probably everything. Oh, this one.
This is good.
Yeah, but he ruined it. He's got pants on.
Yeah.
He's got a thong on.
Yeah,
It's not even pants. It's a fucking thong.
Oh, I'll tell you what. There was one that you. Hang on. Let me go.
Go and send the one that I just sent of the dog with the sausage.
What?
It's like literally go and open up. I don't even think you've seen it yet. Open up the not Hog Talk.
Newest one?
I'm running out of steam.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, Heidi.
The dog with the sausage is good.
I got it.
Yeah,
You got
how
it?
gay is my
Okay.
dog?
I haven't seen this one yet.
I sent that from the hospital.
This episode of
This one?
Here's My Dog. Here's a sausage, Bailey. Would you like it? Eat it. Eat it. Today's episode of How Gay Is My Dog.
Shit.
That's good.
Oh God, y'all are just.
They're
Yeah.
so funny.
I like that.
Jeremy, do you mean the Kermit one? Because that was really funny.
I'm
I-
only seeing some of these
Yeah,
because I hadn't really opened the chart today.
all right, okay.
Today.
Uh,
Oh, this one. Here, I sent this one.
Oh God,
This one was so funny. I was in tears. I was laughing.
it messed up my whole life. Oh no, not this.
Oh yeah, good.
What are you doing? I got M&M's. Can you hear it? Look, come here. over your head. You got to keep as straight arm as you can. Okay. And then from that distance, you have to catch as many M&Ms in your mouth. You're going to do way better than me. Okay, pop top. I'll count to 1.
Don't ever do this to me. I'm telling you right now.
The best part is in slow motion.
Yeah.
No.
I've not seen this.
It takes forever to come out.
It does.
I think she's like,
Oh no. Oh my God, don't ever do that to me. We're getting divorced if that ever happens. And don't do the banana thing either. When like the dude was going to take a bite of the banana and his wife just smacked him in the back of the head and he deep throated the banana. I was like, don't ever do that shit to me either.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Nasty.
Oh shit, Kenneth, wife test. So you should do that before you get married so you know.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, blimey.
And then the eyelids one was good too. Did you guys see that one?
You're welcome.
The eyelids is the same skin as a foreskin. Like it's
Yeah.
That ruined my whole day.
It
I've not watched any of them yet.
sort of is.
Oh God. See, now I'm not gonna be able to touch my eyelids. It's not gonna be able to do it. It's okay. I'll accept it.
What's this?
I don't know.
That's a great noise.
Now, if you do that for wrestling, that because we all love wrestling, but if you obviously had to make that move up and make that so you're gay? Like I would just be like, you're a gay wrestler. No?
Nah, I think it's making the other people gay.
Yeah. The guy getting hit in the face is the gay one there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we used to, like as being part of a sports team. I know Jake was talking about rugby earlier, but I not me personally.
Here we go.
And we're off.
Even in my band, we would like basically position ourselves places so then when someone would walk in, you would either be exposing your asshole or your cock, and then if that person's looked at you, you would then call them gay for looking at you. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Have I told you about my mate's uni house?
No.
I'm sure. I told you about Hide the Poo, didn't I?
Yeah, I know that game. Yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't. Tell the story again. Tell
Say,
it.
what is Hide the Poo?
Have I not told you this?
No.
Oh,
Again,
it's one of my favorite stories.
Let me express to everyone, this is white boy games. Go ahead. Continue. White boy fun. Sorry, it's called white boy fun. Go ahead. Continue on.
It definitely is, because I don't think you would get a black guy playing these games.
Yeah.
No. Probably not. It wasn't me. Remember this. It wasn't me.
It was.
I always love when they preface it. It wasn't me. It's not how it happened.
So
Yeah.
my mate,
I always say I'm mate.
my mate Pete the Meat, he went to university in Leeds, which is a city in the north of England, and his second year of uni, so there's 3 years obviously, second year, he moved into a house share, and
Impossible steps.
right at the top floor was this 32-year-old bloke who owned the house, and he lived off the rent that the students paid, and he'd lived there for 11 years after he graduated. He bought the house and he just lived there, living the student life every year with a new set of lads that walked in,
Like
right?
Van Wilder.
Yeah, basically. He used to walk around in like just a dressing gown. And so he had accumulated these games over the years that he would then do each year, like a best of, like greatest hits of these like prank games and stuff. So Pete moved into this house and he had 2 games. The first one was called Hide the Poo. And basically you had the first day, you had to hide one of your poos somewhere in the house. And the winner was the one whose poo didn't get found. Basically, the last
That's
person,
disgusting.
right?
That is so gross.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so they all went and did it, and they all agreed that they had hidden one, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, over the course of the next few days, they found all the poos except this guy that lived up in the roof, in the attic. And about a month later, they were all sat around in their living room watching telly, and one of the guys almost screamed, but he laughed, and he came out of the kitchen, and he had a knife in his hand and a tub of butter. And what the guy had done, he'd hollowed out the bottom side of the butter, so underneath here, hidden the poo underneath. And as they'd been like getting rid of the butter, it slowly revealed this poo that is hidden in the butter.
Oh my god.
So that was
I would die. I would scream, throw it, and die. Like, there's no way. There's no laughing would have been happening if I found it like that. There's no
No.
way. Absolutely not.
And then the other one was called.
He was making a shit sandwich.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Oh man.
The other one was called Blood.
Oh,
And
God.
this guy, all he did, the guy that owned the house, all he did was basically sleep in until whenever he wanted, go to the gym and sleep again, and then go clubbing every night. And that was his whole life. That was all he did. So he's quite a jacked guy, quite big. And what he would do, he would, whoever he felt like pouncing on, he would wait until they got out of the shower. He would run at them, push them on the floor, and smack their willy around. And if they got even a little bit hard, he'd say, you got blood, you're gay. And then he'd run off.
That guy should probably be in jail, but
yeah.
No. Look at Jeremy. No.
No.
Just keep writing no, Jeremy.
yeah, Grossfat's right. Black people hate gay and poop stuff.
Gay and poop stuff. Poop and butter is the horrible part. But just the fact that you were old enough to be at university.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me. I've been talking to you so long, I now call it university. The college, that you were old enough to be at college, and you're hiding poop in your freaking houses. Like, no, in your dorms. I
not my idea of fun, but when I got told that, oh my God, there's this really funny thing about him as well. So his room in the attic was like an L shape, right? So imagine you go in and there's a wall and then it turns across, and he had a mirror positioned so that you could see round the corner. Mm-hmm. And my mate Pete had gone up one day to knock on the door and to get him from his room. And he didn't answer, which in theory, if someone doesn't answer, you don't open the door. But he opened the door this way, and all he heard was this guy shout, "No!" And then in the mirror, he saw him behind the door run and headbutt the door shut because he was completely naked. He'd been having a wank.
Good Lord.
If you wanted the best fucking reality TV show you could make, have cameras in a university or a college house, like a frat house sort of thing.
Gosh.
No, I'm good.
It was already made. Geordie Shore.
Oh,
Jersey
yeah.
Shore, yeah.
Oh, Jersey Shore,
Jersey
yeah.
Shore.
Yep.
Geordie Shore, the UK one, was fucking brilliant. And then there's another one called The Valleys, which is Welsh.
Wales.
And the Welsh are fucking nuts.
Yeah. So Tyson Bajan his dad's Travis, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Travis's dad is Welsh. If you want to know where he gets his fucking lunacy and just overall just bravado, it's the Welsh side of the family. They're all like that.
That's Colleen. Welsh.
Are you honestly Welsh? Yeah.
Have you got Welsh heritage? There you go.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know how much, but it's something that like I'm interested to learn because Garrett loves
One
all
of
that
the
history shit.
one of the maiden name, one of like her mom's maiden name, or it's a family name, is Cornish.
Cornish,
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah,
Okay.
Cornish,
Yeah.
Rathburn.
cool.
So
And,
we're
yeah.
gonna do hers. We did my family tree. Like my grandfather did that whole ancestry, whatever.
Mm.
And so I have mine, but
And
she,
Baby G is very interested in history, so I
Cool.
thought it'd be kind of cool to figure out
Right.
exactly.
mine
like,
goes back to like the Plantagenets.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So,
Cool.
but I love it. I swear to God, I love English history and UK history more than like I love the royal families that go all the way back to whatever, and learning
the
about.
Tudors and
Yeah.
Vikings.
But yeah,
the Vikings.
The Vikings. So
you were talking about Rollo the other day,
Yeah,
and I told my eyes perked all the way up. I would love to
Mhm.
chat with you one day about that,
yeah. It's something I'm
because
quite
he
well
married
versed
like
in.
French princess, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he married into he became the Duke of France, one of the Dukes of France,
Yeah.
the Franks, and then I think it was his great grandson was William the Conqueror.
Oh shoot.
So, and there's a statue of Rollo in I think Dover, Calais or somewhere. So because he's the Viking heritage that basically became the French royal family, and they conquered Britain. So Rollo was the Viking that took over Britain eventually, like his
That's
lineage.
insane.
Yeah.
Are you both history nerds? Like, do you guys both
I'm-
like history?
I'm not as big a history nerd as Jake is.
So my degree's in
That's a
history.
degree, yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, good.
Yeah.
We should have one of those. I would love to talk to you about it, because I've gone down the lineage of so many different kings, queens,
Mm.
like how they're kind of all related in some way, shape, or
Yeah.
form. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Have you ever seen the German, Russian, and British kings all stood next to each other at the turn of the 20th century?
Mm-mm.
Have a look. I'll send you a picture later.
Yeah. Oh, do they all
They're-
look alike?
They're triplets.
Oh shit.
It's fucking mad. They're all basically the same thing.
Do you think that's why a lot of them were mad?
Yeah, American's good.
Well, I'm Welsh, but
Potentially.
not sure how much. Basically American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everyone from Boston saying they're Irish, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's got a shamrock somewhere
Yeah.
tattooed on their shoulder, or like what's the other one? The Celtic cross.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Everyone's got one of those too.
Okay.
That was that was big. That was a big thing in the 90s. Everyone got one. It didn't matter. We all had, it didn't matter if you were Irish or UK or not. Like we all had the rings where, with the heart.
Sacred
heart-
Heart. Is it not the Sacred Heart?
No, it's the rings where, like, if you're with somebody, the heart's pointed to you. If you're not, if you're single, the heart's pointed away from you.
All right.
It's a Irish something. I forget what it was called, but
Okay. Pedro will know.
or maybe they told us that and we were like, oh fuck, cool, Irish
Celtic.
shit. Let's go.
Celtic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, that's fucking cool. Let's go get one, and we all did it. So we all had one.
Fair enough.
This one.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay, yeah. I've seen them.
Oh,
was
that
huge.
reminds me. The sorry, that's a bikes race. There's this gold shop on the Isle of Man that sells stuff like that, and it's like it's straight out of the 1950s, and it's just like you go in there and the woman's like 80 million years old, and it smells of like incense, and it's just like gold rings and necklaces with Celtic crosses on it. If anyone on here ever wants genuine fucking Irish jewelry, let me know, because I'll get some.
No, we ate that shit up. We did it. We got all of it. I think I have a tramp stamp that is a Celtic cross. I'm pretty sure. I think that's
Cool.
one of the ones that's on my back, because that's just what we
Mhm.
fucking did, and it was cool.
Yep.
Jody Lynn, what's up? Haven't seen you in forever.
Goody.
Oh, Long Beach.
Oh, really? That's cool. I was going
What's the upside down pineapple thing? Is that swingers?
what?
Crossfart says, does the Isle of Man do the upside down pineapple thing? Is that
What
a
is it,
swingers
upside down
code? Is it?
pineapple thing?
Somebody said something about swingers earlier,
Is that
but I don't.
swingers?
So if I didn't know about that swinger thing, I'd have thought he meant like shoving up your ass or something.
Dear God.
You
It's
could do that.
Well, I was gonna ask you guys about Diddy tonight, but maybe since you brought up the pineapple thing, well,
I forgot about the Diddy thing.
did you see it started? Did you see the? Do you guys get that?
Yeah, open swinging.
I haven't, but I haven't looked at any of it yet.
You didn't see any of the shit that because Cassie testified already,
No, I
and
haven't.
they played the video of her in the hotel, and some of this shit that she was saying that he did to her was insane.
Really?
Like that
Like
video
sex
that
trafficking, what else?
yeah, she's and racketeering.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I've just looked at
See,
it right now.
I should probably educate myself a bit on this. But when I hear sex trafficking, I think of like people smuggling. I think of
Yeah.
like trafficking, like
no.
people across borders for sex slavery. That's what comes to my mind when I think of sex trafficking. What is the actual modern sort of?
So even like you can bring, even if you bring prostitutes, the minute that you like fly them in and have them cross state lines, that's
Right.
trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Right.
if he took Cassie from like across state lines and had her sleep with it, like that's trafficking. It's
if she didn't want to do it.
yeah, if she didn't want to do it.
Right.
Is it the same if they travel across state lines or that specifically?
The who?
So like
him
if
and Cassie?
him and Cassie traveled across lines.
It doesn't matter if she I don't if I read it correctly, I don't think it matters if she wanted to cross state lines. That's fine, but it becomes trafficking if he like coerced her into having sex with a male prostitute after crossing state lines.
Okay.
So it's all about.
So like they can travel all they want. She could have consented to traveling.
Yeah.
But then if she got to a new state
and he was paying her for this.
He wasn't paying her, he was paying the prostitutes. I mean, I'm sure he was buying her shit. Like she was kept in a lifestyle for sure. Like from what she said, he controlled everything from what she wore to her makeup to her jewelry, whatever.
And she was having sex with like male escorts and stuff at freak-offs, is what I just read.
Yeah, it was great. Like one of them peed in her mouth to the point where she was gagging. Then, like the video that you saw of the hotel room, she was running away because there was a male escort in the hotel room. They were getting ready for one, and she tried to get away from it. And that's why he's in a towel or some shit.
Right. I haven't seen that video.
It's nasty. He should go to jail just for that shit. But
right. So it's all about consent, sex trafficking in this instance.
Yeah, or coercion or whatever. Like, hey, if you don't do this, I'm gonna leak all these videos all over the internet.
I'm sure he had pictures of her, like explicit pictures of her blackmailing, that kind of stuff.
The brief thing I read was like, it was like what, a 10-year relationship where she was like emotionally, physically abused, kept in the lifestyle, but it became like a full-time. She said it basically became like a full-time job recovering from these parties. It would take like days and weeks to like recover physically after like days and days of like getting plied with drugs, alcohol, and then like whoever was doing whatever to her.
They had freaking IV bags for afterwards. Like they all got IV bags, vitamin IV bags to like recover from it. She said one of them was like, it was normally, I guess, 2 or 3 days, but the longest one she remembers is like 4 days.
Sounds pretty horrific. It makes me feel uncomfortable thinking about that kind of stuff.
Well, and then the craziest thing that I heard this on PBD and it's going around and it shocked the shit out of me, but it was like, okay, so Diddy had Usher, taught Usher all this shit. Usher got Bieber. So everybody was asking the question, well, hey, how the hell did Diddy get into it? And the fucking answer was, and everybody's saying this now, is it was Clive Davis.
Mhm.
Do you know the music producer executive
Right.
Clive Davis? He like had Whitney Houston. He had
Michael Jackson. I
yeah,
think.
he like those famous Clive Davis parties after the Grammys and shit and whatever.
Yeah, like years
Ah.
before any of this was like the surface, people were saying stuff about Diddy and Usher and Justin Bieber,
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
But the-
years ago.
Yeah.
but everybody was kind of asking, well, like, where did he get this from? And
Like, where did it
apparently
start?
Yeah.
started with Clive Davis because he came out as bisexual in like 2013, I think. So, like, he's written a
Yeah.
book, but it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm quite naive on it all. I haven't really heard or seen much about it, to be honest.
It's not really in the
In
news
your
over
news?
here.
No.
Yeah, it's in every
It's on
every
Sky
newspaper. over here.
News, but it's not like mainstream media isn't really like talking about it
Yeah.
daily. Whereas like the Johnny Depp thing was on every single day when that was happening.
Wasn't
Megaphone.
that happening over there in your courts?
Yeah, so it was like over here as well.
Mm.
But that was like I remember that when that was going on, everybody was like watching that
But-
like live every day.
That was the first ever televised court hearing on
Yeah.
TV for us. It
Mhm.
never happens. We never have court hearings.
Yeah, it
on
doesn't
TV.
happen over here.
Ooh, I just want to ask CrossFat a question real quick. You can answer in the comments. You do think he's going to get off? You think he's going to be like this generation's OJ, where he gets off of
He
it,
gets away
even
with
even
everything.
with that video out there because they showed it to the jurors. Do you think it's a good?
The
I
li-
could.
The little of what I know about it, I bet he gets off of it.
You think so too?
Yeah.
That's crazy. If he does, then some
Well, I
shit's
mean,
fucked
because
up.
even for the video, even if he is found guilty for the video, what's that jail time look like? And he's already technically serving jail time right now. So even if it is like
I don't think he
a
can.
couple years, maybe 6 months or something like that, he's already been in jail for what? Over a year already?
Yeah.
So it's like he could have.
And what kind of jail is it? He'll just be comfortable anyway.
Oh, he was in Rikers for a hot minute.
Oh,
I think
was
he's
he?
in. Yeah,
Okay.
he was in Rikers for a minute. Now I don't think he is.
Isn't he
Now
back
he's
in New York?
yeah.
Isn't
Now
he back in
he's in Manhattan.
the
Yeah,
city
he's with
jail?
Sam Bankman-Fried, the Bitcoin guy. They're in the fucking same ward or whatever.
Talking of that shit, Jon sent it to me the other day. Are you aware of a band called Lost Prophets at all?
No, is that the new podcast you
I was
guys are about to
wondering
do?
what you were going to bring up there.
No, there was this. They're Welsh, aren't they, Jon?
Yeah, they're Welsh.
There was this Welsh band in the like early 2000s, like 2004, 5, 6 ish, was like big.
Let's not bring them up though.
I will.
Okay.
We can talk about it, but let's not bring up any news articles.
Any pictures?
No.
Pictures.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we won't bring anything up about them on the screen. But basically, the lead singer got found guilty, comprehensively guilty,
like
of
fucking nuts.
The worst of the worst pedo shit, like
Oh.
real bad. And they basically removed all of the Lost Prophets music from streaming services, all of it. You could not find it anywhere. And recently, all of it's come back on Spotify.
Oh,
because the rest of the band have like done all the work to like make sure that he cannot receive any royalties from it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
But the thing is,
he'll never get out of prison. He's there for life.
Yeah, he's there
Good.
forever.
He should be.
Whereas like a paedophile in this country sometimes just gets a slap on the wrist and fucking sent in their merry way. But it's like, but
the shit he did,
the shit he did is fucking nuts. You
And
look
he
it up
was
in
like-
your own time, but he was
He was
coercion.
considered. Was he considered famous?
Oh yeah, big.
Over
Lost
here,
Prophets
too.
were
They
Lost
look
Prophets were big
familiar.
worldwide.
Yeah,
Okay.
they look familiar
Yeah.
to me.
But
I'd have to
it's
listen
one-
to some of their songs, but they look familiar to me. Yeah,
But it's
Their
one of
first
those
two albums
where
are fucking unreal.
their first
me and
album.
Jon,
Their first two albums are like
First two
like,
albums.
like I grew up listening to them, and even now it's mental because I was saying to Jake, I don't know how I feel about it being back on
Yeah.
Spotify because I love their music.
Yeah, but it
and,
was
like,
bad.
I would love it, yeah, and it's like, it just makes me feel
There's
funny.
so many artists like that, though.
Yeah.
And you know when you think like, oh,
can
you
you
can
separate?
yeah,
Can you
The thing
separate
is-
the artist from the music? or
If it was-
the artist from the person. Yeah.
If it was the drummer or the bass guitarist, I'd be more inclined to listen to it. But because it's him singing, it's his voice.
his voice,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's tough. Like, I don't
can't-
want to listen to fucking R. Kelly at all. I
See,
really
don't
don't.
like R. Kelly.
I mean, he was never like his like 3 big hits. I love to death, like Remix to Ignition and shit like that. But I can't bring myself to do it. I'm like, I know, CrossFat. I get it. I understand it. That's part of the soundtrack to my like late teens. But
there's a couple of other songs.
Pump and
too.
Grind,
Yes.
Trapped in the Closet.
But 12 Play,
but see,
12 Play is one of the sexiest albums of all time.
What did R. Kelly do? Because again, that word probably wasn't well
for
kind of like
me,
covered.
I mean, he did a lot of
in the
shit.
UK.
But for me, the thing that makes it so like I really don't want to listen to his shit was
Aaliyah.
the first one, Aaliyah. Yeah. That one for me just makes it so I can't do it. And you can visibly
and young girls. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a whole documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think it came out on
Oh,
Netflix.
I need to watch that.
whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's Netflix or Hulu. I don't
it's on
remember.
both, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
How
where you
young?
first
How
was
young are we talking?
Aaliyah was like 14.
when they
Cool,
got
well,
married.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
15. She was 15 when they got married, and the freaking parents like helped her like fake her birth
Yeah.
certificate or some
Yeah.
shit or whatever.
Ian
No,
Watkins.
not the parents. His people did. The parents were pissed, I think, when they found
Ian
out.
Watkins from Lost Prophets. Take 13 years off that, and that's where we're talking.
No,
Ugh.
nope.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was.
There should be some sort. Gross.
Yeah. Anyway,
Heidi, that's not why I was saying it. It was to get the idea to then tell them where Ian Watkins was going. You fucking.
Yeah, that's
do
disgusting.
you remember?
Ian,
So,
Ian
do you
Watkins
remember-
was like coercing mothers to do things to their children that were super fans of the
Nope.
band.
Did people get arrested with him, or was it just him?
I don't know.
See, the enablers should get arrested with him, I think.
Yeah. Who's passing over their baby to him?
No.
Nats.
So, Jon, do you remember H from Steps got a lot of slack for that?
Why? Oh, because he was called Ian Watkins. Fuck yeah.
So this other singer from this group, this pop band, had the same name, and it was in the papers that Ian Watkins had been this dirty pedo, and this is what he's done. And this guy got fucking abused by the public, and it was the wrong person.
Same name.
I'll tell this story on here because no one from my town will watch this unless
Ever see this in life? Yeah.
Unless of course they're really interested in here. But this guy I know, he's a local funeral director. I'm not going to say his name. Really fucking nice dude. He was just going on holiday to Turkey with his wife and kids, and they were in the air flying to Turkey, and the plane landed. They left from Edinburgh and it landed in Leeds, and armed police came on and dragged him off the plane because someone else locally to us with the same name was wanted for attempted murder.
Oh,
they dragged him off, wouldn't let his wife and kids off. They then flew to Turkey. He was held in Leeds, and then he was like fucking phoning, like wondering what the fuck was going on, and had to get like lawyered up and stuff. And then they realized that they'd got the wrong guy.
Fucking damn.
Oh,
Then he couldn't go to Turkey. They put like he's on a no-fly list just now because it's like still going on. But his wife and kids are like in Turkey, like not knowing what to do. Like,
damn.
Yeah, like imagine sitting there in the flight, just thinking like, oh, what's going on? Like, why are we landing? And then the armed police get
and
on,
then realize they're coming for you.
Oh, wonder who they're for, and then they just fucking they didn't ask him to stand up. They like proper like they fucked him up, thinking that he was like, some fucking guy that was like attempted murder.
Now, see, this is why I don't go anywhere.
Do you know what I saw earlier? I saw a big guy walking down the high street.
Big as in like tall, or big as in fat?
Large. And obese. And he was vaping, but he had his lips done. And
like, do you think they maybe just got stuck in the jar of a Nutella or something? He was like, and then it was like that.
Are you saying like Botox?
Lip
fillers. Yeah. And he's
like
trying to smoke a cigarette. Yeah. Oh, that's tough, dude.
But I've never seen a guy like that having the giant lip thing. It was just really weird, and he was trying to suck on a vape thing, and he couldn't do it because he was lips like, it's quite funny.
Imagine how his boyfriend feels.
Oh my! I wasn't ready for that. That was quick.
I knew.
He was on point. Jan's on point tonight. Hey Jake, I
It's the
saw you-
diazepam making me gay.
I saw you in the chat. You said you might. Are you thinking about coming to the games, homie? I got excited.
Oh, you saw that?
Pause.
We
And
did.
I ran upstairs and I was like, Colleen.
I was like, wait, is he actually coming to the games?
So
Now that you're media, you're gonna get your media pass.
no, I was riding on the high of the French Throwdown, and I would love to go. I would love to go, but two things. Firstly, it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
So if money wasn't an option, I'd be a lot more inclined to go. But also, where's Jan's body gone?
Yeah, someone was asked.
And here he is.
Yeah. Oh no.
I hate flying.
Yeah, me too.
We spoke about this the other day.
What do we talk about?
Flying. Yeah, flying when you weren't a parent, I didn't care.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you have a kid and you go on a flight, you're like, fuck, what if something happens to me and they're at home? And then I was saying to Jake, and then when we were flying to France all together, Haley was like, are you still nervous about flying? I was like, nah, because if we go down, we're all fucked.
Jesus.
True, though.
Yeah, I mean.
We can all die together, screaming, hurtling at the floor.
Well,
That's
now
nice.
I'm not going anywhere.
No.
I was going to say, if there was any hope of getting her to go over there, is there?
Nah, it's over.
Yeah, come to Rogue. Come to Rogue.
There was a story at the beginning that I said about the plane. So,
oh, yeah.
So, you know, when you just want to get home, like you're a homing pigeon, all you want to do, I just want to be home. Like I'd been away from the kids for 3 nights, or 2 nights at that point. I just wanted to be in my bed. I just wanted to be home. And it's 9:45 at night. I was in France on the plane. And you know the bit when they're just about to shut the side doors and it's all cabin crew, get ready to take off, all that kind of shit. And it was just getting dark outside and the whole fucking plane turned off. As in it went boom, engines went down, but it was all under, it must have been under a second. Like it was boom, boom, and on again. And sometimes on the planes they test, they test things and they do the lights on and off. And so it wasn't that. It was off and on again.
Nope.
And I looked around and there was one woman that sort of looked around a little bit confused, but everyone else was just doing their seat belts and fucking bags and all that shit. And I was like,
Jake's like, can I get the fuck off?
I'm going to need you to land on a highway right now. Thanks.
Yeah. So we're on the fucking runway and well, I'll come back to that in a minute. So we're supposed to take off at quarter to 10 and it's like got to about 10:05 and there's an engineer with like a high-vis jacket stood in the cockpit with the pilots talking, and I was like, it's no coincidence that we were supposed to leave 20 minutes ago and that matey boy's just come on the plane and is talking. And then the pilot came on the thing and he went, ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. Sorry for the delay. I'm sure you all noticed a little while ago that the plane, and he chuckled, he goes, decided to turn itself off and on again.
Nope.
Now, and he said, and now we don't want that happening again at 38,000 feet. So we're gonna read some diagnostics, and because we've got a warning light come on. So we just need to check this out. I'll check in with you in 10 minutes. Speak to you soon. And I was like, what?
No.
No. Fuck you. I've seen Final Destination. And then I thought to myself, what fucking country were they flying to in Final Destination?
Was it the same one?
France.
Where were they going?
They were flying.
No.
I'm like, it's happening.
It's all over.
I'm gonna die.
Jake's like, this is how it ends. This is how it ends.
Yeah. And then like about 10 minutes later, the pilot came on again. He said, right, ladies and gentlemen, all the tests that we've done so far haven't worked. We're going to try one more thing, which is to turn it off and on again. And then people laughed. I'm like, are you fucking mad? He's rebooting the fucking plane, you pricks. Like,
This isn't a computer.
You can't fucking turn it off and turn it back on again and pray for the best. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So
No,
they did that, right? And then he comes on again and immediately he says, yep, that seems to have worked. Right. Cam and crew, get ready for takeoff. And I was like,
get me off this fucking plane. I'd have been off. I would have had the marshals take me off. I'd have just thrown a fucking fit.
I'm out.
I would have gotten arrested.
I'd have punched the person next to me, like something.
Yeah, just shout Allahu Akbar or something.
Yeah. I'd have thrown an Aaron racist fit or some shit. Like, I would have done something to get off the fucking plane. There's no way that I was, no. You better.
No. And the need to get home was like, do I want to get off this plane and stay in a hotel overnight and get one in the morning, or do I want to get home? And I didn't really have much choice.
No, not with an airplane.
That works with wives as well.
And also, if I get off that plane and I go stay in a hotel, I'm gonna need about 5 to 7 days, the length of a period for me to recover from the fact that motherfucking plane turned off and turned back on again.
Do you know what I was doing while I was waiting? I was looking at train journeys from the south of France to get back to the UK. That's what I was Googling and looking at, because
the Channel Tunnel doesn't take long to do.
No.
That was Bernie. Yeah, I'll take the channel. What is that?
No, CrossFit. That's the wrong
Tunnel.
Oh, the tunnel. I don't know. I can't say it. Yeah, I would get a boat, Megan. I would charter a boat. I'd be like a Viking and go back to my Viking roots and take a fucking boat. Like,
fucking hell, honestly.
She'd get a fucking canoe for
I'd rather have a kayak and like take a shot at it than
in the middle of the ocean, which is something that I don't want to ever do.
No.
Colleen, go get the canoe.
There's no way. There's no way.
Oh shit. All right, guys. Damn. Okay. We've been on here just chilling.
Hanging out.
We gotta go. Baby is starting to get antsy. Knicks won, by the way. Yay, Bernie. All of New York is happy now, even though the Yankees beat the shit out of the Mets, and my kid was taunting me all night long last night. So that was amazing. That was fun. Lesbians with a canoe and a Subaru.
We don't have Subarus.
We don't have Subarus.
Doesn't Taylor Self have a
Taylor
Subaru?
has a Subaru.
Go
ask that lesbian what's going on.
I've never owned a Subaru.
Do you know the thing over here? 99% of the Subarus that are over here are the Imprezas, so the rally Subarus, and the only people that drive Subarus over here are like 30-year-old men,
wonkers,
that are absolute bellends that just drive around because of the engine. That's the only people that drive Subarus in the UK.
Yeah, we lesbians right now have Jeeps. We have Jeeps. Yeah, straight people have Subarus. Heidi, there you go. So
I made a really cool thumbnail for Kill Taylor.
Oh no,
Taylor liked it, didn't he?
I don't know. He laughed, but I don't know if he liked it or not.
Before Garrett,
I shared it on here.
Yeah.
Do you know that text group that we've been added to?
Oh my God.
Yo.
Can I just say, I only know half the names to numbers in that group, but Savon sent a picture with
of who it is. I know.
Without the numbers.
It doesn't help at all.
No. I only know 3 people.
But wait, you haven't done the same thing that I told her to do. I'm like, just be a normal person and be like, hey guys, can you tell me
who you
whose
are?
number is who?
No.
That's what I would do.
So she's handing me the phone. She's like, wait, who is this? And so I'm like, okay, hold on. So I'm investigating. I'm like, okay, I think this is JR. And I think this is this one or whatever. And I'm like, just ask who it is.
I'll tell you what we do, Garrett. I'll tell you what we do. We get this video and we send it to that group.
Yeah, right. I think it's kind of fun trying to figure out who is responding. Like
can
it's
you
kind
let
of
me know?
yeah.
Thanks.
I'll hey look, I'll send you what I have. You send me what you have,
And then
and we'll
probably
see
together,
if
we probably,
Yeah, yeah.
probably have everybody.
I don't say any. I just like stuff. I don't say anything in there because I don't know what to do. So, Taylor, wait, what was
Oh,
it? Taylor is so manly that he turned his Subaru straight. There you go. That's right. There
Yes,
you
and
go.
Caleb has a Subaru too.
Awesome.
At
All
least
right,
the
guys.
Subaru's such-
That
Oh,
was
right
really
on
fun.
time.
Yeah,
right on time.
Thanks for
What
hanging
up,
out with
kid?
us.
Right on time.
Tomorrow.
Hold on.
Hold on. One
Hold
second.
on, hold
Hold
on.
on. Tomorrow we have Matthew
Matthew.
on. We're gonna talk a little syndicate, and then next weekend, on Saturday, Colleen and I are gonna go on Sevon's show with Joe Ellis. So
What
that should
time
be
are
a
you
lot.
tomorrow? What time are you tomorrow night?
We are all on tomorrow night, just so you know.
Everybody is.
Every single one of us is on tomorrow. What? Yeah, you can say hi
What
to us,
time?
Dad,
I'll
the
try
guys.
not to go on at the same time.
You know Jake and Jan. You say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
What's
sir.
that, my man?
How are you?
And my.
What?
I think
Yeah.
5:30.
We
Jan, I think 5:30.
tomorrow
time's
we're
that?
on at 5.
Oh, 5.
What time's that? GMT.
That's like 10.
10
I will
o'clock your
tell you.
time.
Oh, I'll be finished by then.
I'm sure you will. Good lad. Good
Jake's
lad.
not coming. Jake's not on. It'll just be me.
Oh, okay.
He was gonna say Jake's not coming until later.
Yeah.
So now, God damn it, I'm off my game tonight, boy. Like I had Sexton and Outback. We're gonna have to talk about that later, crossback, because I'm actually interested in that.
Then next Sunday we have Dave Lipson coming
Pause.
on.
Thank you. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Go ahead, say it again. Sorry, he was
I said next
up.
Sunday we've got Dave Lipson coming on.
That's exciting.
yeah, that's awesome.
That's very
They
exciting.
lip and steal.
Yeah.
Are you guys getting Hip and Steel?
No, I call
No,
Dave Lipson.
He keeps
Dave
calling
Lipton
Dave
Steele.
Lipson,
Oh.
Dave Lippensteel.
No.
I'm excited for that one too. When you like somebody, one of us should get Hip and Steel on and see if we can try to chat with him. That would be
I will
super fun.
I'll easy mesh. I'll mesh him right now and ask.
Yeah. All right, guys. Cool. This was fun. Thank you guys all for hanging out with us. We're gonna go catch up on the TFX thing and see what happened. We're rooting for
Tucker's there.
Tucker.
It'll be a surprise who's facing Jeremy next week.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah,
so.
so go get people to subscribe to Outside the Box on Instagram and so that
we can figure out.
so we
who
can
it is.
know who
it's
it
a
is
big
early.
rivalry that's a big rivalry coming to
Oh
head to head.
shit. That's gonna be
Nice.
amazing.
All right, guys. We'll
All
see
right,
you
guys.
tomorrow.
Thanks a lot. Deuces.
Bye.
Stay gay.